Hey, hi everybody, Kurt Quinnell back on Lake of the Woods. I'm just ready to head out, but before I go, I guess I got to tell you something that I thought that I told you before, but I should have told you many times, all right, regarding using frozen shiners. Now, I talk about frozen shiners, how I use them all the time. So a buddy of mine was out yesterday, he goes, geez, I hate using these frozen shiners, they're so brown and they're so rotten. And I said, well, did you thaw them all out at once? And he said, well, yeah. Get them, throw them in the boat. The trick with frozen shiners is keep them frozen. Now, this is what I've done. I bring in 2 bags out. I'm going by myself. I'm not going to be out that long. But there's 1 bag of frozen shiner minnows. You can see them. They're nice and silver. It's kind of dark in here, but they're nice and silver and in good shape. Now, if these have been thawed out, they'd be brown. And they'd be mushy and they wouldn't work very good. But what I've done is I got my little cooler. I think I showed you this the last video. But inside is this thing. I just cut this out of a piece of styrofoam. A deer antler, that's my shed that I found. It's the only shed I've ever found in my life. I use that as the handle, all right? Inside the cooler then, I've got a little ice pack and my next bag of frozen shiners. They're gonna stay in there. And they will stay frozen all morning, easy. As soon as I get in the boat, I'm going to throw them in a little bit of water, in a bucket. My bucket that I always have in here, right? And they'll thaw out in 5 minutes in there. And then you keep these out of the sun. Back to my bucket. Open this, you still got that. I put the bag of shiner minnows right in there, all right? Close the lid. Close the lid. And at least it's going to be out of the sun. Keeping your frozen shiner minnows frozen until you're going to use them. Like I said, 5 minutes in some water, they're going to be thawed out. Now, if you're already doing this, you're saying, yeah, sure. But if you were getting 10 bags of frozen shiner minnows, threw them in a bag in the bottom of your boat, well, you'd have 8 bags of mush before you ever got to them. Frozen shiner minnows on Lake of the Woods is absolutely one of the best baits, if not the best bait you can use. Take care of it though. Keep them frozen until you're going to use them. And man, you're not going to say, I hate these frozen shiner minnows because they're mush. You're going to say, man, I love these frozen shiner minnows because they really, really catch a lot of fish on Lake of the Woods.
A great part of the great outdoors, North Country Outdoors Radio.
Wow. Good morning from Lake of the Woods. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm Kurt Quinnell. We're setting out today with another solo run here. Second half of August. I think it's August 17th. Now it's Sunday. It's been a busy last week on Lake of the Woods. The warrior boats from all over the country were here. 155 warrior boats out enjoying a week on Lake of the Woods in the warrior family. But I'm just getting ready. I want to get out early. It is 7:22 right now, so hopefully I'll have lines in the water at 7:30, and we're going to get it going. So I'll sit down here, pick up my tether switch, all right, close the windshield, and give it the onion. Let's go fishing, huh? I almost forgot. Here's more to my shiner minnow story. Kind of getting out close to my spot. These minnows are still frozen. Here's my bucket. A little bit of water. Put them in there. And by the time I get out and get the motor set up, they'll be thawed out and ready to go. Very important. All right, so here's my first spot, all right? I'm a little bit past it now. But on the way out, I stop at like 3 places. Just check it out, and well, there's not much here, all right? So if I would see 5 or 6 fish at a time, well, there's one. A guy could stop here, and probably will in a couple of weeks. There's some fish that are up high. You ignore those. I got one, maybe two. So I'm just going to keep on going to that next spot. There's my second set of icons there. This is just the boat slowing down. All right. Makes it about a 1.5 to 2 foot difference in the depth just when you're up on plane and when you're cruising along. And some fish up higher. They're not players for me. There's one, okay. But if I came out here and all the fish were up like that, I figured I'm in trouble today. Maybe you could troll through those, but they're not sure why they're up that high, but when they are, they're usually not biting on a jig and a frozen shiner minnow anyway. There's been a couple here. So this third one, there's another one. Ooh, that's a nice one. And there's some bait, probably. See it? This is that. This is a zoomed version of this, okay? So if I get to my next spot and it looks just like this, I'm going to stop and fish it anyway, because there's another one. See, there's fish scattered all over. Boom, boom, 2 nice fish. Okay, well, what we're heading for is that. So here we are, we're going to there. And that's only about 1.5 inches, so it shouldn't take us long to get there. All right, my dots are there. This is kind of where I've sat. There's no rock out here. You don't have to be exactly on those dots. There's a good one right away. Nice fish, nice fish. I always figure I should be in the exact spot I was in yesterday, but no, you don't have to do that. That is enough for me to stay here and fish. There's another one. Okay. Shiner minnows, thawed out, real nice. There's not much sun here today, but I'll keep them out of the sun, and they're going to work great, just like they ought to, till the bag is gone. I'll take the other bag out, a few minutes for that, throw it in water, thaw it out, and we're fishing with the best quality, best prepared bait that you can get a hold of here. Here we go. First line is going down. Here it comes. Alright, there's the bottom. And we're underway, 7:39 in the morning. Come on, buddy. First one of the day. He's coming up. So now he's leaving. Come back, buddy. Come on. Better fish coming in now. Here's my bait. I'm up above him. Keep coming, buddy. Here he comes. Well, I don't think he's a big one. There's a nice one down the bottom that I should be after. Doggone it. That one's suspended. Now this is what they are. They're walleyes, but they're little. And ever since I started fishing suspended fish, I'd say those suspended ones are usually whoppers. Well, that's not the case now. my minnows, I'm using them, they're still very cool to the touch. Not frozen anymore, but they're cool. They're going to keep their color, and they're going to keep a firmer texture. Those suspended fish are aggressive. These guys that are live scoping, they're fishing those suspended fish almost exclusively. Look at this guy coming. That's a big fish, man. Probably a pike. Are you going to turn around and look at me? Nope. See, I didn't see anything like that till 2 days ago. I started seeing those. Man, that's a giant fish. Either a pike or a sturgeon, but as you dream, you want it to be a 34-inch walleye. That the one chased me all the way down there. I'm getting to the point now where an hour and 10 minutes in, I'm almost done with my first bag of minnows. There he is. Fast action. This is nicer. Oh yeah, man. Look at this sauger. This one's gonna keep. Caught a 19.5-inch sauger the other day. I'm gonna measure this guy. That was 15.5 inches. Jeez, what happened to that first bag of minnows? All right, there are 6 minnows probably left in this bag. And if you wait until you get your line in the water, you won't do it, because then you're busy. So I'm going to take out that other bag of minnows, since one of our themes today is minnow management. All right, here's his bag, still frozen hard. See? So since I don't need it right now, I'm just going to throw it up on the counter, on the back seat. And it'll start to thaw, and then when I get a little closer, I'll just throw in the live well for a minute with my one honkin' sauger in there. I'm switching. I'm going to put on a jigging spoon. Now, I use these jigging spoons all winter, and they work great. Then I use them in the spring until the water warms up, and this is kind of the thing that people do to themselves. I'm thinking you can probably use, that's a Clam Pro Tackle jigging spoon. Got pink, white on the front, glitter on the back. There was a rattle, but the fish hit these things so hard that those rattles don't last a long time. And I've got fish down there. I will give this a little bit. There we go. Well, now instead of losing whole minnows, I'm just going to lose minnow heads. Well, I tell you, fish on them immediately. This isn't a big fish. But, heck, I wasn't down there for a second. Now I have down to 2 minnows in my bag. Here's the next one. And they are just thawing out now, so they're pliable. And they're going to be silver and nice and as firm as shiner minnow can be. Here we go. 8 or 9 feet up off the bottom, that fish is still coming. There we go. So much fun. Well, here is, oh, it's a walleye, that's why. Nice walleye, probably 13.5, 14 incher. Don't throw back keepers to sit here and pound away on these fish in the deep water all day. Like I said, I'm usually out here in the morning, a couple hours. And another one. I like this jigging spoon. Heck. Oh man. Well, this is a sauger that's going to keep. Measure it. That's a 14.5-inch sauger. That'll do it every time. All right, it's 9:18. So I've been in here hour and a little better, hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. It was slow at first, and it's been really fast. This is the first break I've had in minutes where I'm just not baiting hooks. So I've got the jigging spoon out right now, and so far on the Mega Live, right now there's nothing there. But boy, so again, when the fish are in there, don't mess around. Keep catching. You're catching. See, oh, here it comes. Oh, it doesn't look like much. This could be a nice fish here. Okay, bingo. Listen to this. Here's Kurt. Sitting in there with all those little fish all day. Catching all those little fish. Boy, this guy really smacked it too. Look at this. This one is close to 18 inches if it's not 18. All right. This one is 18.5 inches long. That's not as fat as some of the other ones are now, but this is a nice kind of fish to be catching. That's 3 I've got in the bucket. Almost 2 hours in. It's 9:27. There's a lot of 18-inchers out here this year. There he is. Yep. Nice one. Nice one. I knew it. Let go. Man, I'm getting tired of that. He's still there, though. He's back. He's back. Same fish. Same fish. It's another. I got my net handy. I need a net for this one. Fish let go. You stop. Well, I can't see him yet. It's a nice walleye. Nice big one. It's a wonder I net these fish. Good fish too, man. Yeah. On the jigging spoon, look at this guy. Look at this one. Very good. Very good. This thing is right here in his mouth. Easy to get off. My pliers, which is here. Look at this. Took it once, got off, and just inhaled the thing again. Put this one back, we'll measure it. 25-incher, very nice fish. And again, this one's not real fat. They should all be big and fat by this time. Get going, buddy. Here you go. Sweet. But there's another nice, here he goes. There he's going back down. There's that 25-incher that I just caught. All the way back to the bottom. Where he'll live happily ever after. Heck, I'm 10 feet off the bottom now with this guy, and he's still chasing. He's touched it one. There he goes. Now he's there. Oh, what? 15 feet off the bottom. Here he comes. Still coming. Got him. Got him. Got him. Nice fish. Yep. Oh. You can tell they're nicer when they come in. This one's going to be 17, I suppose. 16. Okay. Well, that's why I measure. I'm terrible at this. Guess how big they are. There's a 15.5 incher. Well, I thought he was bigger than that. Can't hang on to nothing either. Get you in the shade here. Look at nice green fish. I think you're going into the bucket for as many times as I've dropped you here. Here's another pretty decent one. Oh yeah. Another 15-inch sauger, or another 15-inch walleye this time, excuse me. I'll measure them because I'm not good at this. Just touches 15. Now I've got 5. And I've got about 5 minnows left in my second bag of minnows this morning. Those fish are still hanging down there right underneath where my jigging spoon's going to be. Right. Dang it, little guy. But they go in spurts, man. Super fast now. Here they come right away. Right away. Man, oh man. Now, the little guys have kind of come back in here. The sauger that, oh, there's one waiting for me right down at the bottom. Here we go, coming up. Down to the bottom, count to 3. Got back into the 13-inch saugers though. Check my bait. He probably pulled that off of there. Yep, I'm done. Done for the day. Well, here's my morning for you. I ran out of bait, needing one more, but this is fine. I've got 3 walleyes and 2 saugers. So heck, that worked out just perfect. Perfect. From Lake of the Woods, I'm Kurt Quinnell. I'll see you out here soon sometime on the water. And remember, please, clean, drain, and dry. Have a great day.